like just beat Anathema and I immediately quote retweeted with, "You guys just lost to a TO who's retired."
That's like losing to Gimmer. Imagine you lose to Gimmer. Imagine like Bloom loses to Gimmer.
That's right. What's the tech he found called?
Oh, the Phantom Footstool thing?
There was
no, the Slingshot.
Slingshot.
Yeah.
He slingshot all over me, and I just couldn't do anything. Damn.
Here we go. The glass breaks again. Yeah, so here we go. We were wondering about this matchup, and one of the other things I should say, one of the other things we were chanting in the crowd at Gommel is that Willz is a masher. And we just saw then, he ran up, Octave was shielding, he's like, I'm going to press up B.
Yeah. He did a little shield with before it though, so it's fine, it looks cool.
I respect it.
You know what we also just almost saw there? Willz is a double jumper. Somehow, he managed to cultivate a double jump out of disadvantage habit with Cloud.
That's
a top tier with one of the worst top tier recoveries in the game.
Yeah, I feel like double jump is one of the most important resources in this game, generally speaking, especially on Cloud. Yeah.
Especially on this guy, and somehow he has it.
And he just double jump from ledge. He just wants to be high in the sky.
Butterfly in the sky.
Okay, that's good.
Willz has flown twice as high.
So there's two things to think about. Firstly is, I don't know the last time Willz played a really good Pac-Man, or even Pac-Man generally.
I'm sure he ever did.
Yeah, so, and then the other thing is that, you know, even though this is a tricky matchup, I think, for Pac-Man, if the Cloud plays it in a certain way, Pac-Man has the tools. He's like a boxer and a Zoner. Like, Pac-Man's crazy, man. Maybe, like, people have fallen off him a little bit with, like, it's only really been T in Japan, and he's playing a bit more like Kazuya and stuff now.
Yeah,
Pac-Man is crazy.
So broken.
And, yeah, just taking his time now. High in the sky himself.
Grabs. Oh, Limit's about to run out. I'm actually going to see the Limit Blade Beam here. Oh, Octave's stalling out right there. Oh, and great air dodge. But Willz has also done really well after going down pretty early. He's put on a lot of percent. And all he needs right now is that prolific Cloud back air. The kill option right now in Ultimate feels like with Spargo's dominance.
Yeah, I feel like Cloud back air in particular is what makes this matchup tricky for Pac-Man, because he has the really good projectile game with the fruit. He's got a pretty good boxing game, but yeah, just swordies in general can be a little bit tricky.
Oh,
tickled his feet.
Tickled his toesies, and Pac-Man falls outside of it. Willz right now is really looking for any sort of kill option because Octave's just putting on the hurt, and we're starting an edge guard situation. Oh, he really gets caught out, Hun.
Yeah, I think Willz just trying to find the right time to land his air dodge, and finally gets the kill. I wouldn't say he was fishing towards the end against Octave, but yeah, I think he wanted that Pac-Man to be a dead man.
I climb up every single time Will double jumps out this match. It really is starting to scare me because I know how good Octave is at picking those recoveries apart.
Yeah, Octave a very methodical player, of course, as you have to be with Pac-Man, because it's not just about like zoning and just throwing out willy-nilly the fruits. If you set up in a certain way, like even that first kill, like he had the bell perfectly spaced on ledge, so that if Will got up, he just got F-smashed.
Another thing we just saw, you already said that like Cloud back air is probably crazy in this matchup. It gets rid of Hydrant in one hit. Octave got hit by both the Hydrant and the back air there, and that is crazy. And that down air is crazy as well. That move is incredibly strong and huge, and an amazing landing option. That's an amazing kill option as well, as you said from Willz, who manages to even up the stocks and immediately runs into a bell. He lives though.
Yeah, the DI was good enough in sort of in that nice area of the stage where he can DI out, but
why are we grabbing and not limit cross slashing as Cloud?
Wow. Yeah, have you ever talked to Curry Governor about Tomahawk grab with Cloud? He just gets very sad.
Gets so sad.
Oh, barely misses out on the blade beam. Gets the tech roll in.
Yeah, really interesting.
Will's here. Will is here.
He doesn't immediately go for the dash attack punish as well because that move actually has no lags for some reason.
Oh, he's double jumped again.
He's living though. He's got 75%. He's got another back here.
From the depths here.
Oh, using the Hydrant Water to advance in. Willz might be making a comeback here. Can he get the limit cross? Should he get anything?
Oh, no.
Oh my god, that was terrible.
I feel like Octave actually was giving some of the nibble there as well in terms of the jumping out of disadvantage, but Will losing the cross slash. Oh, the apple! 5 a day! Not today.
I knew what he wanted the moment I saw him charge at the apple. Willz, however, he wasn't ready for the bounce, I think. He was like, I've dodged the intro box. It bounces.
It does bounce.
It bounces. Bounces quite high as well.
Yeah, I think Apple's got that weird sort of trajectory where people like double jump and throw it diagonally down, and because Pac-Man doesn't really have like a way of dealing with that generally, like usually you're trying to like, you're aware of like Hydrant in terms of juggling it, but if you forget, he's got an apple on him.
Got an apple too.
He got that thing on him.
Got that thing on him.
But yeah, Will was bringing that back from the depths there.
Yeah, he was. Honestly, very good recovery for him. And maybe that shows that he has learned the matchup. He's already adapted because he is a top player, because he's been a top player.
He is that guy.
That is crazy. Cloud seems to have a million ways of getting rid of Hydrant. And a million ways of dying too when he uses his double jump again.
Yeah, I was scared a little bit.
He's used it again!
He doesn't need it. He's got limit. You know what? I'm getting Willz killed right now. Maybe we all need to smash double jump out of that.
No, we just
then we can escape danger if we smash double jump. Will, do you know what? Maybe Will's the best at landing without a double jump in the game. He's the worst at using it, but maybe the best at like landing with double jump or without a double jump.
That's his call to fame.
If you gave him an extra jump, he'd probably be the exact same player. He just press it twice.
Oh goodness. However, right now he's making very good use of that double jump with his limited resources in general, Moke, because he has gone up. He has a lead, which has been uncommon in this set so far.
That could have been a cross slash actually. I'm surprised he went for the aerial on the high side B. And Willz has got to stop hitting by. Got to stop getting hit by the bell.
Stop hitting by.
Got to stop getting.
Oh, don't double jump!
Wait, what was that?
I think the momentum from the Hydrant was boosted him slightly. However, Octave right now has a lot of momentum himself. With that advantage shade, 57% racked on, and Pac-Man, no strange to holding on even more. Finding against the back here, that's not going to kill though.
Yeah, limit online, but to be fair, he's not necessarily going to need a limit move to finish off.
I want to see the cross slash. I want to see the inside cross slash. I know Will's
jumped
those.
Okay, he's fine. Oh gosh. Yeah, caught a little bit slack in there, Octave. But here comes the damage. Yeah, Will's just, I feel like, yeah, Octave's getting some pretty good damage from the confirms using like the, what's it called, the spaceship thing. Yeah. I know my lore for Smashy Bros, the spaceship thing.
Yeah. Galaxian?
The Galaxian, yeah, the Galaxian. But then Will's just sort of nickel and diamond and sort of keeping Octave like in the corner.
Oh, beautiful Cloud down there. We have seen that destroy Octave's advantage shade right now. He has not been able to juggle Cloud at all.
Gets the weak hit of the forward air.
Ooh, nice. He actually just intercepts the apple this time instead of having to deal with it at all. Very smart option from Willz, who will have to dodge yet another apple. I think Octave is basically just falling back on that as a kill option. And because it's staled, it's not killing just as well, Mo.
Yeah.
And Will has a good opportunity to maybe take the stock first.
I feel like, yeah, Octave's sort of not playing poorly, but I feel like a little bit autopilot. Like, I think Pac-Man, these sort of characters where there's like a temptation to rely on like the setups that they used to. The weak hit!
That's unfortunate for Willz.
Yeah, just like, I think there's just been times when just some stuff has been a little bit too telegraphed, but.
And we have seen a lot of those side Bs to ledge so far, Mo, and Will finally gets the correct punish, but how do you get past this?
Oh, God.
You can't.
That's just checkmate.
It's actually checkmate. I don't know what the option is to get past those moves in tandem.
Oh, and gets hit by the Glaxgood again. Oh, no. And Will's this.
Yeah.
He's double jumped.
Gets out with a dash attack and an up air string as well. Will keeping Octave in the air right now. Doesn't quite get the frame trap, but has kept Octave right above ground and is putting on a lot of percent. Gets a narrow shield as well.
Yeah.
I feel like he's pulling the trigger so early on limit.
Maybe, yeah, I think so, but I think what we're seeing is like,
oh my goodness.
We're seeing good stuff from Will in terms of just the general spacing, using that big sword. This is why the matchup is difficult for Pac-Man. You see Octave a little bit flustered, little bits of that, and he went high again.
Again, and Will just isn't picking it apart, Mo, so who can blame him?
Oh, he dodged the bell though. He's learning.
He is learning.
He's adapting.
Surely. That's another bell.
Oh,
Will,
God.
please. It gets pushed.
Oh!
He waits. What a beautiful play.
Love that. Love that a lot. I think, did he catch the jump? I think he jumped, right?
Catch the jump. Not only that, he jumped the bell, which got launched by the water.
Yeah.
I thought he was bad at this matchup. Maybe he's the GOAT.
He's improving. I mean, look, we saw the first game, even that very first stock of game one, getting hit by a bit of a straightforward bell setup, and Will dodged 2 bells. Let that limit crosshatch finally go. You were saying we wanted to finally see some proper limit usage from Will.
And there it was.
We saw it. Will is on the board.
1-1. Very even set so far. 2 incredibly close games. Clearly these 2 players are insisting on being neck and neck. Yeah, that is so weird.
It's that close range boxing, you know. The frame data that Pac-Man has actually makes him like a pretty decent brawler up close. Yeah. Will's obviously spacing as a sword he should, just outside of the tip of the sword range. And it's just making it really difficult for Octave to get much damage that's not like a continuation of juggling or like just a stray hit from like the, you know, we're seeing there. Trying to like bait him out of shield. Will not biting that time.
Yeah, it was really good patience for Will, but he kind of waited just a little too long to pull the trigger on the up B, and that's what we saw Octave managed to just drift outside of it, and he couldn't get the proper punish. And does take a lot of percent for his troubles.
Oh Christ, what?
I guess that was an option. I guess that worked out.
It worked out well. Worked out well for Will.
Uses his double jump. We'll stop talking about that at this point. I feel like it's pointless to like...
Well, I mean, the thing is, I feel like Octave's not really quite punishing Willz in disadvantage as much as some say he could do. We'll see. As much as Juan did. And again, not getting hit by the bell this time, but oh, Octave had it in hand. The recatch, great DI. I'm surprised he lived that actually.
Yeah, very nice hitting from Will, and catches the orange. Oh, goes for his head drop there. He tries to mix up. We like that from Will. Goes for a down out disadvantage right now. He's honestly playing disadvantage phenomenally. He just needs to find a way back in and to get that big hit, because right now Octave's forcing him out with all these projectiles. Yeah,
165. Octave is, yeah, I'm surprised he's struggling to kill right.
You know what I reckon we're about to see? Random up smash, calling out jump. Never mind, we're going to see him die.
We're going to see an apple. Yeah, the apple's doing work, you know. Will's getting a little bit better at dodging around the different fruits, but that apple is still be tricky to properly account for. Oh, Will trying to use it back on.
Yeah, Octave has actually barely ever gotten hit by these fruits, by the way. He's clearly incredibly aware of his own tool, which is a really good thing to be as an item player character. Going the counter plays your own items is actually crucial, because what if they're not in your hand anymore? You have to know how to deal with that, because this is a situation that will arise, and Octave clearly practicing that. Will is honestly doing an amazing job at catching him consistently, though.
Yeah, Will just floating away. A jump is gone. But yeah, again, Octave just, I don't know if it's something like maybe a slight matchup unfamiliarity, but yeah, just some little things that Will's getting on Octave, like for example, just being ready for that that hit there.
Yeah, Octave just gets the catch on the up air, but kind of doesn't really push it in the correct way. I think you're right, Mo. Right now, what's separating Octave from a set win is not properly abusing these double jumps. He's going for like his tried and true confirms over the bell. Oh my God, Will was the smartest man in the world.
And that's maybe the slight matchup unfamiliarity there from Willz. Yeah, trying to go for a forward smash, which was never really on the cards.
Nice catch on the dash attack though. Willz has been really good with his patience. It just isn't quite working out because Octave is running his game plan and Will isn't dealing with it as well as he could.
The setups, Willz fighting for center stage. Goes for a bit of a Hail Mary grab. I feel like Octave just a little bit flustered. Not doing too many like quote-unquote bad options. Yeah. Just having a slight autopilot in terms of things like air dodging always after throwing the hydrant down. Just trying to be in the comfort zone, which is difficult against a character like Cloud.
Octave's catching so many of these double jumps at his advantage though, and Will force from the ledge. Doesn't quite get stuffed out, but he needs to stop jumping though because every single one's getting caught out. Finally gets a way out of the ledge. I think he's going to look for the back air, and he does get it on the roll.
Waited for the roll there. The perfect space in there from Will. Catch a few ledge get up options, and here comes Death. He's fine.
Oh, very nice DI. However, Will is still forced to the side. Oh, he double jumps and it gets hit. I don't know what else to say at this point.
A good space in there to avoid the limit blade beam there from Octave. Eating damage again. Get hit by another cross slide.
Oh, wait, the trampoline!
Oh,
beautiful.
I love there was two people. There was like two sides of the crowd. Like, oh my God, he's dead. No.
We know.
Trampoline.
Oh, back throw. I don't think he's going to do it this percent. Will, once again, clinging on to life. How do you get past that setup?
The trampoline giveth. And the trampoline taketh away. Well, to be fair, actually, the trampoline just giveth at the moment for Octave. It taketh away Will's stocks. Yeah, Will's he had the kill screen. But yeah, that was never really on the cards as long as Octave had the trampoline below it. I like the option for him. I think it was smart, but in the end, just one too many. The hydrant plus the trampoline at ledge, so difficult to do. We said before, it could often be like checkmate. It's like, you know, GG's, you lose.
Very true. Is that Delirium rocking dreads?
I'm not sure.
It is.
There we go.
Game 4.
Game 4, yeah. I think, again, I'm not sure if I'm trying to work out in terms of like if Will's doing anything all that bad. I think he's honestly just playing a really solid, like just neutral and mid-range. And it's just who can kind of get the clutch moments in disadvantage and just get big damage. I don't think Octave's got too many kind of big combos.
No.
But 75 starting here on Will.
Yeah, especially since Will has been consistently air dodging out of the Galactic combos, which air dodgers can catch items, which is honestly great from him. Amazing recognition on the tech chase as well. Isn't going to quite kill, but 101 is certainly percentage like CS Cloud. Ooh, goes for a little ledge drop as well.
Yeah, Octave DIing there in on the ledge strum, which means he wasn't eating a back air.
Yeah. Oh, but what a catch on that fair. Willz knows that Octave is in the air, knows Octave has to land, and picks it apart beautifully. Needs to be wary of the bell.
Oh, I'm not even sure Octave knew which way that was sending.
Yeah, no, I can't believe it said right. Oh?
Oh, okay. Fine.
That's unfortunate.
It's the classic, if you're going to SD at like 120.
Yeah.
That's fair.
That's all right. Octave gets a fairs, gets a nice little trade.
Love the little grab. And then backs off and then throws the item. I really like the space in there from Octave. Great stuff.
Yeah, but Willz is the one that has piloting the Hydra right now. Octave is starting to fare right after the second invalid cross slash, which I think just defeats the mix-up entirely.
Maybe.
Willz doesn't seem to be able to do his like cross slash 2 mix-ups where he just resets the pressure. And as a result, Octave is kind of escaping these normal shield situations, which is working out really well for him up close and lets him play these games from the range.
Yeah. The bell confirms Will. Neutral get-upping straight into it. It is still active in the terms in the what would you call it? The bell hitbox, the freeze, the stun.
It was a paralyze.
The paralyzed.
Paralyze the stun. However, what I think Will could be doing in general more, we talked about how do these two players edge it out. What we talked about double jump, it's not really double jump, it's more so just patience and disadvantage in general for me.
Yeah.
I think Willz is kind of picking all of his options pretty quick. When he gets these delayed aerials, he's actually getting down pretty smoothly, but a lot of the time he's kind of like picking an aerial immediately, picking a neutral ground immediately rolling, and he's getting caught out a lot because Octave's just ready for those options with his setups.
Yeah, he's swinging. Yeah, I think Willz, we were saying before, I think Willz this time is the one getting a little bit more flustered. Will he get hit by it? He will.
He will. Will.
It's like, oh, it didn't go neutral get up, so I'm safe here.
No,
it wasn't safe.
That bell setup is honestly just ridiculous. It's incredibly hard to escape, and unfortunately, Will just not with the know-how of how to get past it.